So, what do you guys think about the announcements yesterday? I didn't touch on this yesterday. I was super busy. But Microsoft has brought to the table some really good devices. Now, the main one that I want to talk about, obviously, is the Surface Book. The Surface Book Pro is nice. I was really digging that. I think it's great. But the Surface Book, the Microsoft Surface Book, is probably going to do a lot better than the Surface Book Pro. And I say that because you kind of get the best of both worlds without having to actually lug around like that thin keyboard. Now that may appeal to a lot of people, but the Surface Pro's keyboard, the tactile keyboard, not a fan of it. The Microsoft Surface Book, that is a true winner. I think that, and they're pitting it against the MacBook Pro, and that's perfectly fine. I focus on the competition is great. I'll let them battle it out in the competition, but I think that the Surface Book Pro, the Surface Book, Microsoft Surface Book, is going to be a killer laptop. Now they're saying it's the ultimate laptop and it's just the kill-all laptop. I don't know about that, but I do like the functionality of the laptop itself. I didn't know that it detached. If you saw the announcement yesterday, they didn't say immediately that it detached and you can reverse it and all this. It's got the docking. It is killer. It starts at, here's where they lost me. I'm just going to be honest. Here's where they lost me. And some of you might say, well, Jay, you pay all that money for the MacBook. I'm not saying that I wouldn't get one. It's just that the pricing, I know it's going to be tough for a lot of people, real world people like me and you who want these nice things, but hey, we got to work hard to get them. I would love to have the Microsoft Surface Book because it can definitely pull me away from the big PC over there, and I can travel and do far more editing than I could ever possibly do on my other laptops or tablets that I have. With that being said, I have every intentions on getting the iPad Pro, but after seeing the Surface Book, you kind of wonder, the iPad Pro is nice, but the Surface Book, and I know you're probably saying, Jay, that's a computer and that's a laptop and that's just a tablet. Well, Apple is putting it out there like that it can do things that a regular laptop could do. But I say, focusing back on the Microsoft Surface Book, this is a killer device. Solely because the keyboard on there is not like the one on the Surface Pro. I'm totally not a fan of those types of keyboards, and that's why whenever I do get the iPad Pro, I won't be getting the keyboard because I just use all the touchscreen. I hate those thin magnet type deals. I just don't think it's friendly, user friendly. I don't think so. I wouldn't check them out, use them. I don't like the traveling feedback on the keys. I just don't like it. But the Surface Book, I keep wanting to say Surface Book Pro, the Microsoft Surface Book, I think that's a killer laptop. Now, it's back to pricing. It starts at $14.99. What do you guys think about the pricing? Do you think it's fairly priced? Do you think it's going to be competitive? What do you think? Sound off in the comments. I personally think that the Microsoft Surface Book is a killer device, and if I could get one, I shouldn't say if, because I can buy one, but the thing is, do I want to? Why should I buy that over any other laptop that's out there? First, I would say, to answer my own question, is it detaches, and it's actually a 13.5-inch tablet as well. You can reverse it, you can put it back in, and you get all the power back. All the power and all the goodies are in the base, which is the keyboard. The hinge that they have on the laptop, killer design. Killer design. I love it. So, don't be surprised if you see me with one of these, the Surface Book Pro. Definitely would take that over a Surface Pro any day, because again, the keyboard, I hate the keyboards on those little thin attachments. I don't like those. But what do you guys think about the Microsoft Surface Book? Is it a go or no? Moving on, the Lumia line. First, let's talk about the Lumia, Microsoft Lumia 550. Question: why did they make this device? I don't get it. Right now, you can get the Lumia 640 for $100 or $80, as low as $80. And if you search You can find promos out there with even lower than that. And the reason I say that is because it's getting Windows 10 as well. Now, yeah, it doesn't have the iris, scanner. Those are kind of gimmicky. I'm just content with putting in a password. Those are features that you'll probably forget to use or just try it once and just say, okay, yeah, it's a nice feature. Or something that you show off to friends that you actually have on your phone. Totally not even that useful in my opinion. But the 550 compared to the Lumia 640, I don't know why it's got a smaller screen. The processor is a 210. I don't know. It's got a 4.7 inch display. So what? It's going to run Windows 10 at launch. But if you just wait until December, you can pick up a 640 right now if you don't have one. If you have one, keep it. I wouldn't recommend that you downgrade, if you will, to the 550. Now you might say, well, Jay, that's not in line with that. But they didn't announce anything else. They went from the 550 up to the 950 or something like that. Yeah, they didn't say anything about the 740, nothing like that. I know they have a 735, but it's not in the same category with the 640. So, and also the 550 looks exactly like the 640. So why did they make this device? It costs $140, by the way. At launch, it costs $140. So who's going to buy this device? I say skip it, go straight to the Lumia 640. You probably won't be disappointed. Better specs, better overall size of the screen. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. It's kind of like a downgrade, and the price is $50 less. You figure it out for yourself what you want to do. Now, the 950 and the 950 XL, these are pretty much the same devices with different screen sizes, and they look a little different on the back. Other than that, I want to talk about the design. Are you guys tired of this same design from Microsoft? Is it just that same thing? Do they need to do something different? I personally like the design of the 1520. That's a killer design, but it's, for some reason, they're just not using that design, and they're sticking with this line like the 640 and that type of design, those rounded corners and the overall just flat square slab. But inside, it's packing some great specs. I mean, it's got the little iris scanner. It's got up-to-date specs that match current Android phones. So I don't know which one you plan on picking up. I was talking to Jay online. Shout out Jay Johnson, my man. He's an avid Windows fan too. I am a Windows fan, believe it or not. And scan back to my channel, you'll see. But he was talking about which one we would get, and I said, I'll probably get the smaller one. It has a 5.2 inch display. It's going to have a higher resolution on there because they both have quad HD displays, so that's killer. But after I thought about it, I thought, I got all big devices. After a while, those small devices, I say, maybe I'll rock with the 5.7 inch display. I don't know. I have to get it in hand and see for myself. But the point of the matter is, those two are killer devices. But Windows, to me, kind of falls in line with BlackBerry. What do they have to do to get people to buy their product? The UI looks better than Android. It runs smoother than Android. SD cards in all of their devices, pretty much. Cameras are killer. And I guess I'm going to answer my own question. It's just applications. That's kind of what it boils down to, applications. I've learned that comparing app stores, a lot of the applications that people want, they're not the essential apps. I guess it depends on your age group. All the games and all that stuff, I don't really do gaming. I'm in the older age group, so that stuff's not important. Some of the stuff, the apps that people say are important, are just not important to me. Like, there's one, Snapchat. I was doing a vlog, and shout out to the people that were on that last BlackBerry vlog, and we were talking about Snapchat. I had no idea. I don't even know what Snapchat was. It's this great program that everybody likes. But again, that's going to depend, to me, on your age group. I don't see the point of having all these different social media apps on your phone. The main three I use are Twitter, Google+, and Instagram. All the other ones, that's just way too much stuff for me to keep up with. Again, if it's important to people, I respect that, but I think it's just applications that Windows Phone is just like BlackBerry, BlackBerry has fallen short to making an Android device. And now you can even run Android apps on Windows Phone. That's just crazy. Where is the loyalty and dedication to your operating system? Anyway, it's your man Jay Will. What do you think about the new devices that Microsoft decided to release? Let's talk about it in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.